Hey, welcome back to Just Some Football. And today I'm going to talk about Sauce Gardner and why I think he could be one of the best guys in the NFL. So without any further ado, let's just get into this. If we go back to college, go back to Cincinnati, Sauce was just a stud. I don't know the numbers exactly, but I don't think he allowed a single touchdown in his time there, or at least in his senior season. And that's pretty dang impressive, even at a school like Cincinnati, even at one of those AAC or whatever you call it. I think the team was good enough to where they played against Bama, and he did well against Jameson Williams, so he got his name out there, which for a guy going to University of Cincinnati is just kind of insane. Because even though they got some studs like Desmond Ridder, and then if you rewind back a little bit, the Kelsey brothers, it's not one of those schools, like, and a lot of schools in that conference are not really known for much. So when you do well and you get your name out there from a school like that, you know you're the real deal. So the fact that he went like top 5 overall and stuff makes sense. And it already like kind of planted the seeds for him to be a stud in the future. And then even though you think, oh, he's gonna do great because he didn't allow a single touchdown in college, he must at least do somewhat good in the NFL. Playing the corner is very tough. I'm a white dude. I did a little bit of flag football, was too small for tackles, so I didn't really do much there. But whenever I play corner, whatever, it's tough. Because what you gotta do is you gotta anticipate what the wide receiver does. So you pretty much gotta match, and if you want to get a pick or whatever and stuff, like beat the wide receiver, these talented guys, like every time. And to do that on the NFL against guys like Justin Jefferson, guys like Devontae Adams, studs all over the place, Jamar Chase, all those guys, it's really tough. So the fact that he was able to do that, win Defensive Rookie of the Year, that's very impressive, especially considering the team that he went on had not the greatest history. A team that, hey, maybe could be a whole lot better if a certain discount double check were to join, but hey, you never know. You never know what's going to happen nowadays.
Aaron Rodgers to the New York Jets is now completed.
But for Sauce, I mean, he's chilling either way because his nickname, it's not his actual name, is Ahmad Gardner, but the Sauce nickname is very, very nice because it allows him a lot of brand deals, allows him opportunities. So he'll make some cheddar. He'll make some cheddar no matter what he does. And he's already got a deal with Buffalo Wild Wings doing a Sauce, so good for him. And the fact that he's great, the fact that he's a stud, he's already one of those guys. He's already a stud. If you look at like the stats, you look at whatever rookie year, I think he was pretty much the best cornerback out there. Like Jair's really good, Surtain's solid, obviously Ramsey, all those guys. There's a lot of good cornerbacks, but he was pretty much the best as a rookie. That's just insane. It seems like they just hit a grand slam with their draft picks. They got the studding Sauce. Brees, he's just ridiculous. If he didn't get injured, I swear, easy Pro Bowl. You know that. Garrett, absolute stud also. I mean, there's teams out there that are known for drafting well, like Philly drafts well, maybe like Baltimore, 49ers. There's a lot of teams that are known for drafting well. I would not say the Jets are known exactly for drafting the greatest, like they get good pieces, but the fact that they got a good quarterback, running back, and wide receiver, and they got a pretty well-rounded team means that they got like Rodgers. And if all these guys get better with time, I mean, they could be like really good. Even considering the fact that the AFC is loaded, even considering the fact that there's Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, all those guys in there, they can still do their thing. And what I respect with Sauce is that it may seem like lofty expectations. Like you talked about, oh, I'm going to go for MVP, and if not, Defensive Player of the Year. It may seem lofty, it may seem crazy, but you got to have that mindset. If you don't have that mindset to where, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be the best at whatever, you're not going to succeed. If you look at pretty much all the best quarterbacks, all the best cornerbacks, all the best tight ends, wide receiver, whatever, even if they don't say it vocally, even if they don't whatever, they think of themselves as the best and go about their business as that. So he's just really setting the standard from the get-go. It's kind of like what Ramsey did back in Jacksonville and what all these other guys. If you go way back like Deion Sanders, as long as your play lives up to it, I mean, the possibilities are pretty endless. I'm sure over the next decade, people are going to compare Sauce and Darrell. And honestly, if I'm Sauce, I'm pretty happy because Darrell's a stud. And I think Sauce has potential to be better. I mean, even though that's a crazy thought or whatever. But if he's able to build upon himself year after year, I think he could be really good. And that's why I have to make this video. That's why I'm talking to you guys. Is because I think he could be like a stud. The fact that Sauce has these comparisons like this early on is really good. And if he's on a team that can get better with time, hopefully get a good quarterback, this Justin could win like Super Bowls. They have pieces. He's already done like fantastic. He just has to maintain with time. And trust me, he'll be fine. He's a 6'3", 200-pound quarterback. I mean, you could say he allowed 1 touchdown, but it was not miscommunication. So he went from college to NFL not allowing a single touchdown. Who does that? Like, who does that? It's wild. And I guess it's just what Sauce does. But not only is he just stud on the field, off the field, he's also pretty icy. He got the grills, got the chain. He's stud on. I respect that. That's the thing with quarterbacks. You gotta have a certain like swag. You gotta have a certain like thing about what you do because that position is tough. If you're the best quarterback on the team, you're up against the wide receiver ones day in and day out. And people talk about how tough it is, but until you like really get in and you're like matched up against someone, you can't really understand just how tough it is. So that's why all this stuff is that much more impressive for Sauce. My man's doing stuff that's just wild. He might have been last year, but I think he could easily be the best quarterback next year. Like I talked about before, the team's young, the team's getting better. It's like a college team. It's like with freshmen come in and then they sophomore get better. If he's actually able to do that, and if they could get a good quarterback on the offense and make it so that the defense is to carry as much a load, Sauce could be all pro just every year. And that's not even that crazy a thought, which is pretty crazy for someone who didn't go to Alabama or Ohio State or whatever. He went to University of Cincinnati. Hey, props to Sauce. And honestly, I don't have much else to say. I mean, Sauce is just a stud, and I'm sure all you guys know it, and that's why you watched the video. But hopefully you guys had a good time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like if you liked it. If you didn't, then don't do that, but I don't really care. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, and peace out.